So I want to tell you a quick story. And this is the story of how collegiate ministry became important to me and why I think it should be more important to the church. When I went off to college, it was finally my opportunity to get away. Away from my hometown, away from everyone I knew, and what I was most excited about, away from religion. And that's exactly what happened. I moved away, and I didn't know anyone. But what didn't happen, at least not in the way that I thought it would, was my move away from religion. After about a year of searching and trying to find my place in college, I walked out of one of my classes, and across the street was a place called the United Campus Ministry, or UCM. This is the Presbyterian campus ministry at the University of Arkansas. I walked over and went in. They offered me free food, so I kept coming back. And I kept going back because I kept making friends and building this community that I wouldn't give up even if I could. And now that I get to work there as a graduate, I see just how important collegiate ministry is and what it can really do, and how it's often forgot about by the church. You see, campus ministries are similar to traditional church because it helps you to connect with others, create opportunities, and contribute to your community. But what's unique about campus ministry is the place that it hits you in your life. You see, for me in college, my place wasn't Greek life or marching band or athletics, so I let campus ministry be that place for me. And it's where I've met all of my best friends, and it's helping me to build my future and even to fulfill my call. And what we get to do in collegiate ministry is we get to be with students during some of the most formative years of their lives. A time when they're finally getting away from their family and figuring out who they are and what their strengths and their weaknesses are in every area of life, especially faith. And collegiate ministries and college students come to UCM for so many different reasons. Some have had a great church experience and want to keep that going through college. Some are just looking for a place to take a nap or get a cup of coffee, and others are just looking to find some friends. And collegiate ministries are often very accessible to students. They're either on campus or right across the street, and so they get to build close personal relationships easily with other students, but also with a campus minister and someone that can guide them through their questions. But we're so much more than free food or pizza or coffee. Campus ministries can help students create opportunities for themselves, even professionally. UCM has had this great opportunity to build an internship program that students take part in and find out what their role in the church is. We have students that have even created their own new ministries, like our Bible in a Pub ministry that meets once a week at a local brewery with our older students to just sit down, have a beer, and talk about God. Some of our other students use this time in college to connect with places through camp and conference centers, either by going to college conferences or working at them, speaking at them, directing them, planning them, all of these things. Some of our other students choose to work locally and preach in local congregations. And we have many students that get to go all over the place. Personally, I have gotten to work at the Presbyterian ministry at the United Nations, and I am now trying to figure out my path to going to seminary and creating a ministry called Uncommon Worship that you'll see up on the screen in a moment. None of these things for me or any of our other students would have been possible if it wasn't for what we found in campus ministry. And at UCM, with the camp and conference centers, we have students that work as counselors all over the country every single summer. We have tons of students that have participated in the Young Adult Volunteer Program. And it's opportunities like these that allow students to contribute to their communities and to the whole world. Through local congregations, students often get to travel the world doing mission work and building clean water systems for places that wouldn't have them. So I've thrown all of this stuff at you, but what is it that you as a church educator can do to assist and support campus ministry? Well, a lot of that's gonna be open to your current situation and what's happening around you. But what I can tell you is call a campus ministry. Talk to the campus minister. I can't tell you how many college ministers would jump at the idea of knowing that a Christian educator knew they existed, much less wanted to assist in the transition between high school and college. And for your students, if you talk about it more often to them, they'll know that there's a place in college before they even get there, that there's a community for them, that this transition doesn't have to be lonely. And even in this scary and really exciting world of college that's so new to them, they already have a community that they can call home.